In this video, I build the cover for my mini kitchen. Here I picked out some craft scrapbooking paper to use as the book cover. And then I'm showing you why, because the outside is like not appealing to the eye. I'm just doing a little bit of retrofit there. I'm actually just eyeballing it. I don't believe I really measured very much. I'm going to add these adorable little metal book corners, and found it easier to round off the corners to get them to fit. Here I decided to use the tissue paper method to cover the inside of the book cover. It has like a really nice effect afterwards, and I didn't even realize this part would not be showing, but I'm still glad I did it because it looks really good. It's something I enjoy doing. So, but here we go. I'm just using plain old glue. You can also use like a mixture of Mod Podge and thinned out Mod Podge, and you can soak the tissue paper and do it that way. Here I'm using my very old scrapbook cutter to cut out the titles I had decided on for this book cover, and pretty much I just went mini kitchen, tiny kitchen, and then in Latin I did a couple words in Latin that were just pretty much the same, mini kitchen, small kitchen, tiny kitchen. Kitchen curiosity is the spine wording for that. So I'm going to go ahead and distress the paper, and then a little bit later on, I actually decide that I want to watercolor it. Since I don't have decals or any way to print out fancier letters at this time, I just did, regular printer paper, and then I'm going to cut it out and kind of make little scrapbooking type words and titles to put onto the book. Here I'm just checking it out. I'm looking at my sizing, of course, and I have three different cutouts that I'm going to have on the book. So I'm just, getting them cut out. And I'm realizing as I do this that I need to back them with some chipboard. So I went ahead and just put them on some thin cardboard, chipboard, cereal board. I can't remember exactly what this one is. And I let that dry. And then while I was letting that dry, I went ahead and removed the excess of the tissue paper. And I really kind of liked the rough look, so I kept that on there. I didn't fully trim it, and I kind of like that look a little bit more. And here I decided I'm going to go ahead and watercolor, because they didn't look quite right. Like it, just like on the book, it wouldn't have looked very good. So essentially I'm just testing out different watercolors and what's going to match and have a good contrast the best on the book cover. And I think I went with like a combination of blue and purples for the wording and the printer paper, and I kind of blended the two colors. You'll see I start to do that here. First I was like, oh, purple, but then no, that looked good with the blue, and I actually really liked it when it was a little bit more mixed together. It's gonna match pretty well. And then towards the end here, I needed a color just to kind of give a little bit of contrast, so when it's right next to the purple paper, it doesn't blend in too much. So here I decided to use a little bit of red, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna outline the words, and then it seeps a little bit onto the paper, so then when I cut it out, it's got a little bit of contrast there, and it ends up looking pretty nice. Looks like I haven't quite added all my stuff yet. Of course, I'm always using my 1, 2, 3 blocks to get everything to dry nice and flat. And here, I'm not centered on camera, but I am adding the book corners, and I'm using pliers and glue. So I put glue on each corner, put those on, and then you use pliers to kind of squeeze them shut. And then that's how they stay very secure onto the book cover. And then I have this little filigree, gold filigree stuff that I think is used for nails. I did get from Daiso, and I decided I'm going to use that on the actual spine to add a little bit more embellishment. On the front cover, I really wanted to do some sort of backdrop for the main title of the book. And here I just used a business card that I got from Oddities and Curiosities Expo. I just used it for the straight lines in the corners, and I kind of centered a nice little rectangle there. Here you can see I cut them out, and they look pretty nice, you know, next to the light purple, so I'm really liking that. And then I'm kind of fitting like the little filigree mounts. Okay, so well, they're definitely called decals, not amounts. But here's what everything looks like attached to the book cover. And then here I'm just holding it up onto the kitchen, kind of checking the fit. And then I realized that I need to add a little couple strips of paper so it looks like book pages to cover the gaps. As you saw, there was quite a lot of gluing and had to hold them with some clamps. And here I'm just putting everything together, and I'm quite pleased with the outcome. I think it looks pretty adorable. And I love the idea of making a book cover for these little kits to cover up the back wall. I think it would look really cute as a set. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you want to see more, please subscribe if you want to. Also, you don't have to. And yeah, I'll be doing some more. Thanks.